back again to bring you another video. All right, guys. So, first of all, I want to thank you for stopping by and welcome you to Melanated Curves page. If you are new to our page, please hit the subscribe button below. Also, hit the notification buttons to be notified when we're coming out with new, informative, and cool and fun videos, as well as liking and commenting as well. So I definitely want you to comment on tonight's video because it's basically a discussion and I think it's really important. So definitely I want you guys to comment. Now, moving on. So first of all, I know you see these good eats in front of me. So I'm kind of having a nice little late night snack. I know y'all are like, oh, you're on a diet and da-da-da-da-da. I have not eaten all day long. So literally, these are going to be all my calories for the day. I'm only probably going to eat one donut and some fruit. So, I got to get my, keep my immune system up, right? So I'm going to eat my fruit and I got some almond milk. So don't trip. But okay. So tonight's video or topic is toxic relationships. Now we're going to talk about toxic relationships as it involves family members, as it involves friends, and as it involves significant others. Because this is, to me, it's a hot topic and it's important because toxic relationships really affects a person's psyche. And we're always talking about creating, being healthy and being stable physically, mentally, and emotionally. But a lot of times we don't understand that the relationships that we have can actually drain us, can make us depressed, make us sad, make us angry, and even, to the point of suicidal ideation, homicidal ideation. So we really have to be careful of who we let in. And a lot of times we don't understand that a lot of toxic relationships are from people that are in our family, our friends, and our significant others. So, first topic we're going to talk about is toxic family members. It's delicious, by the way. So, toxic family members, you guys, we all have them, or we know some people that have them. So, what's the definition of a toxic family member? So toxic family members are those family members who, every single time you're talking to them, you feel like they physically or mentally drain you. They may start arguments with you. They may, be that family member that hops on the phone and, spreads your business around. They may be that family member who isn't happy for you when you get that promotion, when you graduate from school, when you have kids. They may be that family member who asks to borrow money but never pays back. It just depends. And how we handle it is the most important thing. Now, there are many people who are always saying, oh, a family is number one. Blood is thicker than water. You're always going to have your family. When your friends go away, when the man goes away, you only have your family. But is that really true? Is family always going to be there? Is family always going to be in your corner? Is family always going to be the glue that keeps everything stuck together? And I want to say no. Yes and no. Now, why I say yes is that family is blood is thicker than water. Family should stick together. Family, a lot of times, are the ones that are in your corner when you're down and out, when people leave your side. That is true. But at the same time, family can be the same ones who are causing your downfall. Family can be the same ones who are not in your corner. Family can be the same ones who drain you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Family can be the same ones who knock you down. So in my opinion, I do not believe that you have to stick around family members who are toxic. And toxic meaning they verbally assault you, they emotionally assault you, they can physically assault you, they can put you down, they make you feel less than. There's always some kind of drama going on. There might be gossip going on. they're not supportive, they're not in your corner. These are some elements of a toxic family member. If a family member is always borrowing money but never pay you back, that can be the sign of a toxic family member. If a family member is always spreading rumors about you to other family members, that's a toxic family member. If a family member is not supportive of you, that's a toxic family member. Someone who's always starting with you, that's a toxic family member. So these are some important things to look out and or look for. And people always feel like, oh, just ignore it, or that's your family, or that's your sister, that's your brother, that's your cousin, and you have to deal with it. I'm here to say, no, you don't. You do not have to deal with anything or anyone that no longer serves you. You're not bonded or tied down to a person who's not serving you. So therefore, if you feel this person is negative, there's a negative force and negative energy in your life, I believe that you can love that person from afar. You can support that person from afar, and you can keep your distance from that person. Because if you have a family member that every time you see them, you all are arguing, you all are fussing, you all are fighting, possible police can come into the mix, how is that serving you? How is that getting you to the next level? How is that helping you? How is that beneficial to you? It's not beneficial to you or that family member. So it's probably best that you go in a different direction from that family member. And, it might hurt. It might be something where you might have to be away from that family member. It might be something that you and that family member have to go to counseling for. It just depends. But at the end of the day, if it is a toxic relationship, there is absolutely positively nothing wrong with you saying this relationship no longer serves me. It is not healthy, and we need to part ways. Be it now, be it for a few weeks, few months, few years, or getting professional help, because it's not healthy or smart to stay around someone who is toxic and unhealthy. So that's family, okay? Families are those members that you're bonded by blood, you're bonded by kinship. So technically, you don't choose your family. Well, not technically, literally, you do not choose your family. Your family is already chosen for you. But friendships, that's something that we choose. So usually friendships aren't, the parameters are a little easier, because you usually get along with those people because these are the people that you choose to have in your life, right? So you would think you wouldn't have really issues with your friends. Friends wouldn't be toxic. These people are the ones that you chose, or the ones who chose you. So obviously they have all the positive characteristics to maintain a healthy, viable, vibrant relationship. Not true. There are more cases than not that we have many toxic friendships. And these are the people that we choose to be in our lives. It is not by force, my friend. It is not by force, my friend. You choose it. So, what is a toxic friendship? Now, these are friendships that are one-sided. These are friendships that may be where you're always calling that friend's not calling you. You're always checking on that friend's not checking on you. You are supporting that friend's not supporting you. This friend could be verbally assaultive to you. For example, I've run into different times where I've had friends that I feel like have put me down. And, it's different. Different people do different things. So as far as like a put down might not be, oh girl, you ugly. No, it will never be like that. But it can be something where it can be like, oh, you can stand to lose weight. Or that's not cute on you. Or it can be something where it's like little digs, little insults, little cut downs here, little tear downs here, over criticizing stuff, very critical, giving you unwarranted advice on things that you never asked them for, just being negative in a sense towards you about what you have going on. And it could be, well, you know, you may not pay attention to it, but something might strike a nerve and you start paying attention to what that person is saying. Oh, I have this a lot in my life. 1 second. I'm going in on these donuts, guys. It can be where, say for instance, I had a friend, and you know, I'm very girly. I like makeup, I like hair, I like cute clothes, I like, you know, I like accessories, I like things like that. And this one friend was always very critical on how I looked. Why do you always have to wear eye makeup? Why you always have to have lip gloss? Why you always have to have dolled up and dressed up and go out? Like, oh my God, like what's wrong? And I'm just thinking, honey, I'm just living my life. I like makeup. I like hair. I like outfits. I'm very artistic. I can draw. And therefore, I feel, and I like design. I like colors. I like vibrancy. So I project that in how I look. I'm almost like a blank canvas, and whatever I feel like doing with it, I'll do. But my whole thing is, why do I have to explain that to you? And that's another thing about toxic friendships. When you're always feeling the need to have to explain yourself because they're always coming for you. So pay attention to that. Those friends that you're always having to defend yourself against, or you're always almost like you're always fighting your case. Wait. Why am I fighting my case with you? I'm grown. I'm not coming at you for how you look, what you do, how you are. So why are you coming for me? So that was one thing with that friendship dissolved. There was another friendship where the person, you know, they would just they'll come up with stuff as far as like little petty arguments about, oh, well, this is how I believe you should act. Excuse me? Yes. Grown woman coming at me telling me how I should act when I do stuff, when I go this place, how I move. You should act like this. You should act like this. You should act like that. Excuse me? Do I tell you how to act? No, I don't. Now, there's a difference. When someone's trying to give you constructive criticism, someone's trying to give you advice because it might be beneficial with what you have going on, or you might be running a certain way that might be dangerous and they're trying to give you advice. But in this situation, when this female was coming for me telling me how I acted, there was absolutely nothing wrong with what I was doing. I was not living any kind of dangerous lifestyle. I wasn't doing anything that was going to hurt me or hurt others. So for her to really just tell me I need to be more like her and move more like her, excuse me? No, ma'am. I'm me. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to roll like you. I don't want to run like you. Being me has gotten me to a very good place in life, and I'm good. So those are some things that, you know, the signs of a toxic friendship, when someone's trying to tell you how you need to be, trying to put you down about your personality, about your looks, even to the point about who you date and stuff like that, trying to tell you, oh, well, this person's not good enough for you, this person's not good enough for you, or this, you need to get rid of this person, but yet they got all these vagabonds in their life, guys in general, you know. So it's like, how can you tell me about him and you're like this? Or those friends who, like I said, always trying to throw little digs, throw little insults at you. The ones where you have to look around and they're never in your corner, but you're always there for them. Different things like that. Or even the ones that you always feel like you have to get into it with, or the ones that do you dirty, gossip about you, talk about you, just going back to the family members, things of that nature. That's not a friend. And you always have to remember, people, always remember, it is not by force. You do not have to have toxic people in your life. You do not have to have friends that are not as supportive. You do not have to have friends that throw digs at you. You do not have to have friends who you feel like you have to go back and forth with and argue with, or you have to beg them for some attention, or, you know, that's not a good friend. That's a toxic friendship. That friendship is not serving you. If you're not growing from that person, if that person is not speaking life into you, if that person is not, if you feel that person is not on your level, is not helping you grow to get to the next phase, or if you don't feel a true, genuine connection bond, or feel like you can trust that person versus them feeling like, oh my God, this person might tell somebody what I say, or you feel like that person is exhibiting any characteristics of jealousy, envy, the way they roll is not coinciding with your spirit, please let them go. That person is not your friend, And like I said, it is not by force, sweetheart. This is all, your own choice. This is all by choice. This is not by force. This is not someone that's your mother who you have to deal with. This is not your dad who you have to deal with. And technically, sometimes you don't even have to deal with them based on how toxic that relationship might be. Yeah, you can always love your mom and your dad, but you'll still have more of a tie or more of like a responsibility to be in your parents' lives, even if it's toxic, versus a friend that you choose. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. That person is toxic, let them go. Because at the end of the day, when you let that toxic friendship go, see how you flourish. See how you feel. See how things start occurring and start happening. Trust it. Last but not least, toxic relationships. Toxic romantic relationships. These are the toxic relationships with significant others. And it's the same rules. It goes the same way with the family members, with the friendships. Toxic relationships are a big thing that I see all the time, where females feel like they need to be with these guys who cut them down, who separate them from their friends and from their families, who tell them, I don't want you wearing this. This doesn't look good on you. Why would you say something that's so stupid? That's toxic, sweetie. Or them taking advantage of you monetarily. You having to pay all the bills and they're not paying for anything. They're driving your car and, you're buying all the groceries, cooking everything, cleaning everything. They're not doing anything. That's toxic, sweetie. He doesn't have to be beating on you for it to be toxic. But if he is beating you, you need to go. The one guy who's always comparing you to other women, a guy who might be looking at other women in front of you and saying, oh, it's okay, sweetie. I got eyes. I can look, but I can't touch. I'm still a man. And that's toxic. Someone who might not be on your level and always trying to downplay what you do, or always trying to cut you down to size. In reality, you start dimming your light so they can shine brighter. But you never dim your light so someone else can shine brighter. Baby, I'm going to shine like a star. Baby, I'm going to shine bright like a diamond. And if you over there dimming your lights flickering, go over there. Because I don't want it. I don't need it. Okay? So definitely, guys who try to separate you from your family, guys who try to cut you down, guys that try to take advantage of you emotionally, guys that don't want to introduce you to their friends, guys that don't want to introduce you to your family, guys that just want to call you at certain times of the night to have you come over, guys that just want to, have intercourse with you and nothing else, guys that don't value you, value your body, value your spirit, value your mind. That's a toxic person. Cut him off, sweetie. He is toxic. You're over here, hair falling out, gaining weight, stressed out because this guy's not answering your phone, is not responding to your messages, basically treating you like a coat, taking you out the closet when he feels like wearing you or using you, and then putting you back in when he doesn't want to be bothered. That's toxic, sweetie. Let him go. You know how many people are in this world? 7 billion. And you worry about one fool that's not acting right? That's toxic, sweetie. Know your worth. That's the main thing you have to do with these relationships and in life. Know your worth. Know what you have to offer. Know what you want. Know what you will deal with, what you won't deal with. Know how to tell a person how to treat you. Know that. That's important. And what a lot of people don't understand is that you have to teach people how to treat you. If you're not setting boundaries, telling people, okay, this is what I require with a guy. This is what I require. This is what I want. This is what I want in a mate. This is how I want you to support me. This is how I want to support you. Or you tell me how you, and vice versa. Friendships. This is what you're not going to do. This is what I won't do. This is what I will not allow. I'm not going to respond to that behavior. I don't respect that. And what you're going to do is you're going to respect me. Even with family members, be it with parents, with siblings. Listen, these are the boundaries that I'm going to accept. You cannot tell me how to live my life. You cannot tell me what to do. If it's not hurting you or hurting anyone, you cannot give me these boundaries. I'm not a child, so you can't parent me like a child. You have to parent me like an adult with siblings that are older. You cannot parent me. I have parents, thank you very much, and you're not it. You know, you have to teach, and even this goes for coworkers. This goes for people that you work with. This goes for your children. You have to set boundaries. You have to teach people how to respect you, how to treat you. And if they don't feel that they want to do that, then you can go your separate ways. Nothing is by force. You won't die. You won't fall into a deep depression. Well, some people might. But you have to understand that people are here, in my opinion, in my life, people are here to support. People are here to be with you in good times. People are here to kiki ha with, but people aren't your source. You have to have a source with a higher power, be it whatever higher power you want to have source with, but you have to get your joy and your happiness from that higher power. And from there, people can supplement things in your life. They can't bring you joy, but you can supplement things with people in your life that your confidence, your character, your spirit, your well-being does not come from friends, does not come from family, they come from significant others. That comes from yourself. So the main thing you have to do above all, before you even set up these friendships, relationships, to love yourself, know how to treat yourself, and know the reasons of why you're having this person in your life. Is this person in your life just because you feel like you need friends? Is this person in your life because you are codependent and you depend on that person? Or is this person in your life because you like them? They make you happy. You like to talk with them. You can grow from them. You learn from them. You can give them some tools. They can give you some tools. You all have a healthy, vibrant friendship relationship. These are some things we have to ask ourselves, because too many times we deal with people who are in our lives just for a season, who don't need to be there, and they're steady draining us, taking stuff from us, so we're walking around angry and miserable and upset, and it's these toxic relationships in our lives. Cut that ish out, okay? Let it go, sweetie. So that is the topic for the night. Okay, you guys, please let me know what you think, because to me, I feel like it is okay to cut people off, whether it be friend, foe, whatever. It is okay to cut people out of your life. It is okay to stop dealing with people if they no longer serve you, if it's causing you heartache, pain, mental anguish. It's okay. But you tell me what you think. Tell me how you deal with it. Tell me, do you stop talking to people? Do you feel like they should go to counseling? Do you feel like you have a sit-down conversation and work through things? Do you feel like you go to the minister in the church if you're in a relationship and deal with the conversation? Have you all gone to family counseling if you have issues with family members? How do you deal with it? Please leave the comments below. Let me know what you think. By the way, these donuts were delicious. I ate 3 of them, so now I'm going to have to work out because, that's a lot of donuts to eat in one sitting. Please comment, like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notifications button, share this page, and just let us know what you think, because we really want to know what you think about toxic relationships. Again, thank you so much for the love from the page. Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for being there. And we know that you guys aren't toxic. We know you're very, very healthy for us. We love you guys. And until we meet again, peace, loves, and hair grease.